a dip in your hip, a glide in your stride. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe, with shows throughout the week. Everything you want, everything you could need. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from the spiritual to the unknown, from emotions to comedy. You can find us at Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and so much more. This is Rift Nation Network, the RNN. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
Sensitive/offensive content disclaimer. Please note that this podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Hey,
What's going on?
everything is going on.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Monday. It was a good day today. It was a good Monday.
It was a quiet Monday. I think it was a quiet Monday. You don't?
It actually was a quiet Monday.
Yeah, I thought it was a very easy Monday.
Hey, Denise, how you doing? Thanks for joining.
Hi, hon. For Mars to be opposing Pluto right now, it was a very calm, quiet Monday.
Yes, it was.
I
It was
like
actually
it.
surprising. I was heading to work this morning expecting chaos, and it was an awesome day at work. I was surprised. I was relieved. I was thankful.
This is my interpretation of this Mars opposing Pluto, which is happening now. It's exact on Sunday, and it will go through till the next week, like all this week through the end of next week. I think Pluto is sitting up on his perch at 29 degrees in Capricorn, looking down, going, here's the rest of everything that I haven't shown you since 2008. Here
Probably.
it is. Mars, what is Mars? Bravery, warrior, energy. Mars is giving, here, you look at this. Here's your bravery. Now get up and look at it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a war cry at all. I do not. I think it's very symbolic of where we are right now.
I agree.
And I think it's symbolic for everybody. Capricorn is government in all countries. Doesn't have to be just here. It's the old structure of all countries where the old is getting wiped away and you're being shown why.
Yeah.
And now Mars is coming in. And right now it's in timid Cancer. Mars does not like to be in the sign of Cancer. It's very timid and it shies away, but it's headed to Leo. So the first day of the election, Mars will be in Leo. And when Mars hits Leo, and that it's going to be boom. It's bravery.
Yeah. Looking for words.
That's just what I think.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. A lot of stuff is being set in front of us. Hey, you do need to look at this. It is truths about what's happening out there. We need to be educated in order to do what we need to do on November 5th. I'm going to throw this out. When you go to VOTE, if as you're going through your ballot, if you see, say, one box and you don't know either one of those candidates, either A, vote your party, or B, don't check it because you know nothing about who that person is. Just leave that one blank. I know that sounds weird, but you could be voting for the wrong person if you just check one.
Right.
You know your
done
party.
that too.
You know your party, okay? You know your beliefs, your core beliefs, and I'm saying this to everyone, okay?
Right.
Everyone. I don't care what your party is. I'm saying this to everyone. If you don't know who you're voting for, either vote your party or do not vote on that particular one. Only vote definitively for who you know. Say your governor candidate, your city council candidate.
That's right.
Know your candidates. Do your homework before you go vote. Look at what each one is for. But do your homework. Don't listen to the media. Go to the websites. Read through their websites. Look at what they want to implement. Look at where they want to put the money. Do your homework. It doesn't take a lot of time.
Well, it's your duty. It's your civic. It's your job. And, especially what we've got going on with Mercury is going to be opposing Uranus, which means
Yes.
communications are going to be chaotic. They're going to be louder than ever. So it's going to be very important for you to stand in your power and stand in that Mars power and say, I'm going to look up my own candidate. I'm going to look up and make my own mind up.
Yeah, and communications are going to be misunderstood. Especially if you listen or read to react instead of understand.
Correct.
If you're having a conversation with Joe the mechanic, because somebody threw some nails in your driveway, you got to get your flat tire fixed. Listen to him.
Right.
Ask him to listen to you. If he says something you don't understand or you don't know anything about, hey, can you explain that to me a little bit more? I'm not familiar with that. Can you explain that to me so I can go look it up? Make a note. Go look it up. Do your homework. It's okay. But don't just spout off, oh, so-and-so's racist. No. That's no. Calm conversation.
That's right.
Okay. Let me ask you a question about your statement. Can I? Okay, cool. Here we go. Let's communicate. Let's talk. That's why it's called conversation, because it goes both ways.
Right.
So you understand where that person is that you're talking to, because they may be going through things that you're not, financially, whatever.
Emotionally, you just don't know.
Right. But it's a very important. This is one of the most critical elections in the history of the United States.
Well, it is astrologically too, because of where we're at and when you look at all the astrological things that are happening and have led us up to where we are now, it is not a coincidence.
No.
I cannot look at 29 degrees of Capricorn and the day of the election, we go into, within the next week, we go into Aquarius, which is new beginnings. It's a new world. It's the future. I mean, you just cannot look at this astrology right now. Actually, what for the past 4 years,
Right.
and we've watched every step of the way. We really have. We've watched it unfold to the point of being scary. It is. And on Inauguration Day, check this out. The Sun and Pluto are conjunct, which means they're together in Aquarius in the first degree. You cannot make this up.
No.
It's the new world here, at least for us. And it's very futuristic. It can be chaotic because Aquarius is freedom to the people. It's rebellion. It's freedom. Aquarius is freedom. It's freedom. And I've said it for 4 years. We are returning to the Constitution. That might not be a bad idea too. Get that little bad boy out and read it.
That I got to give me another one, but I had a little pocket Constitution I could keep in my back pocket.
Read it
when I was on city council.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if there was a question, I could whip it out and say, "No, here it is, right here."
Everything. There's a lot of factors too that are looking at money. The full moon and the new moon both are Scorpio and Taurus. Okay, those are both. Scorpio is other people's money. It's taxes. We are going to see a lot of changes coming in with the financial system as well.
Yes, we are.
This is huge. You can't, I guess if you look at it as much as I do, it's almost overwhelming right now to look at people's charts that are going to affect all of us. And you see how it plays into the astrology of the USA chart from 1776. And it's like, are you kidding me?
It's similar.
It's crazy.
You can't make it up.
You cannot make this up.
And there's a lot of
I can't make it up.
There's a lot of astrologers out there that are fear-mongering about a new civil war.
Yeah.
No.
Uh-uh.
Now, I can see where they're coming from with the similarities in astrology. However, if Mr. T, remember Mr. T?
Yeah.
With the Mohawk, Mr. T?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Mr. T. If Mr.
What
T.
was that show? What was that TV show?
Oh, they had the van.
The van.
I can't think of it. Somebody help us out here.
What was that?
I can see the other characters.
I know who you're talking about.
I'm gonna Google it.
They had the van. Yeah, what about him? What did he used to say?
Show was
Mr. T in?
Mr. T on A-Team.
A-Team, that's right. Denise is right.
Now that's interesting. I'm talking about Mr. T, in the
A-Team.
One color of house, and it's the A-Team. That's who we need to go for, is the A-Team. See? But I squirreled. I squirreled.
Mr. T, remember him? Everybody.
Thank you.
Oh my God, there were Mr. T Halloween outfits. Mr. T was like the coolest guy ever.
Yeah, they're the good guys. He was
the favorite guy. Mr. T was the cool. He had all that jewelry.
Yeah, but if Mr. T is elected, they're looking at. Remember when all the RIOTS were happening and buildings were getting
Yes,
burned
yes,
down.
yes.
They are
Summer of love.
they are expecting the blue to try that again. If and it's not going to happen, but if they win, we're not going to do that. We don't do that. We didn't do that then. We didn't want that to happen. We didn't want any of that to happen. We still don't want any of that to happen.
No.
That hurts businesses. That hurts people's livelihoods. That
Yes.
hurts families. Don't do
Yes.
it. Accept it. We had to accept it last time, but it needed to happen so everybody could see what they were about. We've seen. Now the
Yeah.
truth's coming out, one after another, after another, after another, and it's going to keep doing that up until November 5th, and then we're really going to get some truths.
That's
Which we
Pluto.
need.
That's Pluto Capricorn.
Mhm.
And then 1 week after it. And then it's done. It's
Yeah.
done for the next 250 years. But you know,
I-
Mars opposing Pluto can get ugly very quickly as well. So it can get very violent very quickly as well.
Yeah,
So just be very careful.
we are coming into the age of Aquarius, literally, not figuratively, literally.
Literally.
And the age of Aquarius is supposed to be a peaceful time. So, in the next couple of years, 2025, 2026, it's going to take a little bit, but we are going to find that peace, not only in ourselves, but worldwide somehow. It's going to happen. It happened before. There was a time when we were not in one war.
Well,
We weren't.
it is going to happen again because guess what? Back in the 60s, Pluto was trying to Uranus. That was back love, not war, the hippies, and that whole movement, remember, in the 60s. Okay, we've got that starting at the end of this year, going into 2025 for a long time.
Yeah.
So Pluto is going to be trining Uranus like it did back in the 1960s. So you're spot on with that with the astrology.
Yeah.
So it could be rocky at first, but it's not going to last.
No, I don't think so.
No, don't worry. I wouldn't. That's not even I don't even think it's an issue.
Shouldn't be.
If it's an issue, it won't last long because there's too many trines out there that are going to be pulling in. And no. It's pretty volatile now where it could change. It can change very quickly because you got Mars. When you got Mars and Pluto, it can happen very quickly. And then you've got Mercury and Uranus on the other side. So you've got three of the biggest triggers out there, but we've got Papa Saturn on the night of the election looking down. So Father Karma is not going to let anything happen.
No, and if it does, those people are going to, how do I want to put this? Be reprimanded by the universe.
Well, you have to remember too, Mars can also be the military.
Yes.
Just saying. There's a lot of what ifs.
There are. And I'm about to put a few of those out. And people call me crazy for this, and that's okay. You can call me crazy. Sometimes I call me crazy.
I'll call you crazy, and then I'll be the idiot apologizing to you like I did my friend Drew back in 2020. When he would tell me stuff, and I'd be like, "You're crazy. That'll never happen here. They are never going to force us to lock us in the house. It's coming. No, it's not." I go, "You're crazy."
Look at how many conspiracy theories have become facts.
I don't look at them because I made a fool of myself yelling at people, telling them they were crazy.
I used to have a list of them and before the fire. I did. I mean, it was pages. And there's been so many more and so many more and so many more, especially like.
I was the idiot going, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I was.
You were not an idiot.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't even like using that word. I see they have an ID10T problem. ID10T.
What's that mean?
Write it out. ID, the number 10, 10, and T.
Oh, okay. I had to write it out. Do you know on our ballot, it says that there's an amendment on our ballot that says that do you want to pass this? And it's for people that are non-citizens to put that. If you don't want them to vote, you can do yes or no. Or an idiot or insane.
Seriously.
I'm going to take a picture of it and show it to you.
Yeah.
Idiot or insane.
That is up
It's
to
on our ballot.
That is up to your personal opinion of another person,
Dude,
not a medical
what?
analysis.
How do you put idiot on the ballot? Isn't that hilarious? I'm going to take a picture of it and show it to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
was
want to see
stuck.
that.
Idiot or insane.
Hey, Robert. Robert had the rough day. Sorry, man.
Robert, I swear on our ballot, only in
I need some
Kentucky.
calm.
In Kentucky, it says something about voting for the amendment if you're an idiot or insane.
You can't make that up.
I'm not making it up. I'll send you a picture.
Okay. Jumping back to what I was going to say. When Mr. T wins, I've stated this before. There is a certain letter of the alphabet that have been putting information out there. If I say the letter, we will immediately get taken off. Hang on. The one before R. I can say that. But yeah, I do the same thing. They've been putting out hints and clues about what's going to happen when we win this election. Communications may be taken down.
Well, Mercury opposing Uranus.
Mm-hmm.
That's communications. That's the grid going down.
Word is 10 days. So if your cell phone stops working, your computer stops working, don't freak. It is for a reset. However, they are also saying that you may not be able to use it for communication like that, but you will be able to watch movies. Oh, the hair standing up on my arm. That's verification. You know that.
I was going to get Starlink.
Or information to be given out about what's actually happened.
I'm getting Starlink.
A lot of people won't like the information in it, but we need to know it so we can make proper decisions in the future and we can come together as a people.
I don't believe that.
Different groups.
I know. I don't think it'll happen, but
it may not.
I'm not going to say you're crazy because every time I tell somebody they're crazy, it happens.
It is so they can bring some people to justice that need to be brought to justice. And then everything will be brought back up. We will be given more information. And here we go. Let's reset this. Let's go back to the Constitution. Let's go back to the way it's supposed to be. America, I'm going to say this. America was built on immigration.
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
America was not taken in the right way. I'm going to say that too. But
okay.
It is people that came here legally.
Yes.
Yeah, no problem. I got no problem. I don't care who you are, what color you are, what language you speak. I don't care.
Correct.
Good people are good people. Bad people are bad people. That's it.
That's right.
You want to come here? Come here legally. Move to my town. I'll welcome you in. Let's get you a job. Cool. I ain't got a problem with it. Need a hand change in that tire? I got you. No problem. But they had let so many illegals in over the border, and that pisses the people off that came here legally because they had to work, they had to study, they had to learn, they had to spend money,
They had to take a test.
to become a citizen.
They had to take a test that we would probably fail.
Yes.
I know.
Yes. I've looked at the test. I would fail it.
Well, I'm still up in arms because they stopped doing DNA testing for children
Yes.
back in 2020.
Yes.
So I don't even want to hear about it.
And now they want to give all of these illegals
College,
they want to make them citizens. They want to give them the right to vote. They want to
college, housing,
money.
food.
And I'm working the best job I've ever had in my life, and I'm struggling.
Everybody's struggling. People are struggling.
And they get a free ride.
Right.
Am I a little butthurt and jealous about that? Maybe, but there's reasons. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to the people that came here legally.
No, it's not.
And even they see it. Even they have issues with it.
They should. We all should.
I saw an interview the other day. A guy was interviewing people in New York, different nationalities. And the people of different nationalities are voting for Mr. T.
Well, I've covered too many on Wednesday night where girls have been unalived because of that reason. And I've had like 4 cases where I've had to cover them where girls have been savagely unalived by people that didn't belong here.
Yes.
So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from anybody because I've covered it.
Yeah. Terrence is saying the same in Australia. I know. I've looked at it in the past. It's the same in Australia. They're just letting people in. It's not right.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring.
Well, here I got some good news for you. How about this? This week, you already know about Mars, Pluto. Okay. You already know about Mercury, Uranus. We have a new moon this week. Guess what it's in? Scorpio.
I know. You know why? Because it's Scorpio season.
That's right.
It's my season.
It's your season.
It is. And
it's black season.
I'm excited about that because people wonder why I'm excited for Scorpio season.
Darth Vader season.
It brings out darkness.
Yep.
Scorpios like the dark. That's where we learn about ourselves.
That's right.
That is when things from my past get brought back up for me to look at again and heal. So that it happened today.
See,
I'm scrolling Facebook. So and so sent you a friend request. Well, son of a, if that ain't perfect timing, let's look at this.
New moon.
Thank you, Renee.
New moon.
So you combine the new moon with Scorpio season, things being brought up to look at and learn.
That's right.
About yourself and heal from your past. I love Scorpio season. It helps me grow. Why? Because I allow it to. I allow it to, and I welcome it, and I'm not afraid of it. The things being brought up, I don't let it piss me off. I don't shove it back under the rug. I used to. I don't anymore. Let's get this worked out. Let's get this through. Let's get this released. That gives me room to bring more positive, good energy in, new things in, because I'm getting rid of the old that I don't need anymore.
And you're getting help with this new moon because your buddy Uranus is going to be Dougie is going to be right with the North Node. And Uranus is just going to be pushing out all the old lightning. You know what I meant. Whoops. Oh, God. It's like, shit. Oops. You have to be careful and watch the self-sabotaging energy with this new moon, though.
Yes, Kasem.
Be very careful.
Kali energy. Not wrong.
Right. I mean, it's just intensity.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But Kali, I don't know much about other religions, but I believe Kali is labeled a destructor, but yet also rebuilds from the destruction. Is that correct?
Ooh, good
So
question.
it's kind of like the tower card in tarot. The tower's going to fall, but you can rebuild a new one out of the pieces, out of
Ooh,
good pieces.
let's see
You
what he
know, the depth card.
says. I want to know that too. What is Kali energy? Kali energy. And is it a planet, maybe? Wouldn't that be cool if it was a planet?
I want to say Hindu. No,
We'll
I gotta
find out.
Google.
He'll tell us. He'll tell us. But this is a good new moon. So remember, set your intentions on this new moon. Okay. This is a good one. It's Scorpio. It's intense. It's strength. You know, Scorpios have grit. They got willpower. They're warriors.
Yeah,
So
Hindu. Yeah, I was right. Hindu.
Hindu.
Finding power in the pain. Lessons from the goddess Kali. So
Ooh, Kali.
and that's again like the tower card. It's
Pluto.
this part. Yeah, Pluto. This part of your life is done.
That's Pluto energy.
It's done. You need to learn about it, move on, build something new.
So Pluto has a new name, Kali energy.
Here he is. Yep.
Oh,
She's
it's a
creates a new
she.
reality. Yes.
I like her even better. That's Pluto, hon.
I have said this
Kali.
in many different occasions.
I'm gonna write that down.
In the paranormal investigations that I do, and when I'm talking on my shows about paranormal investigations, not everything out there that looks big, bad, and nasty is. Demon versus daemon. Demon's up here to cause. The daemon is here for balance, to send it back down where it belongs. Daemon's got a job to do. You leave those alone. It'll look at you. It'll see you. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, I'm good. Cool. We're good. Demon, it's going to be all over your ass. There's differences.
She's a thick black beauty.
Yes. I had a case one time where this flaming demon was attacking. I got to talking to this thing, and it turned out, you can believe me or you don't have to. I don't care.
I believe you about a demon.
Actually, this walking, flaming being walks up and starts talking to me. And it was actually a native that was burned as punishment. And he'd been on fire since that day. And so I was learning Reiki then. I was, water energy. So I Reiki'd some water on him and put him out. And there he is standing drenched. And he shakes his hair. And he's like, what the? And then he realizes he's not on fire anymore. And
that's a good thing.
I'm like, you want to go home? He's like, yes, please. So I opened up the door to wherever he wanted to go. And that was it. It wasn't a demon. It wasn't this big, nasty thing. It was this thing trying to ask for help. Hey, I'm hurting. I need help. I'm lost. Not everything you run into in the paranormal realm is big and nasty. That looks big and nasty. Some of the things can help you. If the mediums and could see who's in my backyard and in my basement right now, they would run off my property screaming. I'm not kidding.
I don't want them here.
As they laugh, I can hear them laughing.
I don't want them here. They get the hell out of here. I tell them to get the hell out.
Naga, if they saw Naga has scared the hell out of some mediums that I was talking to.
Shiva, she's the bride of Shiva.
Okay, yes.
Kali is the bride of Shiva.
Okay.
Who is Shiva?
I need to study. I need to take time to study this.
Yeah, why don't you do that? We got to find out who Shiva is. Right, she's the black thick beauty. Pluto. Same thing.
Hey, Lois. Death and resurrection.
Pluto. Hi, Gail.
Hey, Gail.
So your new moon is going to be a good one. It's
Yes.
feisty. Okay. Remember, you do have that Mars opposing Pluto in there, which is good because those are both of your ruling planets, being
Yeah.
Scorpio. So
One opposing the other.
you'll be fine.
I will, because I know how to handle that energy now.
Well, Pluto is showing you things, and Mars is giving you the strength and saying, don't fear this.
Right.
Stand up.
Yeah. Because if I stand up, I take it and I look at it, I can learn from it. And when I learn, I get stronger.
That's right.
And then I can help other people better.
That's right.
I can help myself better.
And Eris is in there too, sister of Mars. This is all warrior energy with this new moon of being brave, standing in your own power, no fear. Fear is not allowed during this new moon. I don't care what happens, no fear. Because that Aries, this is great for Aries too. Because it's got all the Mars, it's got Eris. So if you've
Yeah.
got Aries rising or Scorpio rising, get out of their way during this new moon.
Scorpio, Aries, Sag.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's
and
Aries. This is Aries. Well, Scorpio, it's Scorpio's a warrior, even though he's emotional.
Yeah. It's kind of rough because the Scorpio and the Aries, they want to get stuff done during this period. We want to bring it up, we want to release it, but the Sag, it's like, no, man, let's just go party.
That's right.
Oh, not right now, later. That's my birthday,
They're just saying, no, don't do it. We're gonna have fun. Santa's strong too.
Yes.
They're strong too, but it's a good new moon.
Here we go.
That's
Shiva is the third
interesting. I
god.
love that. That's so interesting.
Shiva is the third god in the Hindu triumvirate.
I guess. I don't know what that means.
The triumvirate consists of three gods who are responsible for the creation, upkeep, and destruction of the world.
Imagine that, a trilogy.
Are Brahma and Vishnu. Brahma is the creator of the universe, while Vishnu is the preserver of it. Makes sense.
Imagine that, a trilogy.
Yeah, 3.
Gemini is just hanging out right now.
even in the Bible, it specifies there's more than one God if you read it and understand it.
Well, they all have trilogies.
Like us, not like I, like me, like us.
Gemini.
God of the Bible is an offspring of the name. I know what it is, but she is a goddess who worked with another god. They created things together, a masculine and a feminine, to create a balance. Well, she wanted to create something by herself, so the masculine side was not involved. So the offspring was all masculine, lost control. That is the evil, quote, creator God that is in the Bible. Christians are going to have a hard time with that. But it's a thing. And I'm doing some more homework on that here and there. If you want to learn, listen to a guy called Morgue on YouTube. Morgue, like as in a funeral home. Man is amazing. He is so intelligent. No, it wasn't ISIS.
ISIS.
It's words aren't coming. I've got a TBI.
ISIS.
They're not coming. That's okay.
Well, it's what, all the traditions, you can call it Hindu, you can call it African, you can call it Christianity, you can call it whatever you want. All of the traditions have a trilogy. It's all one and the same. the Bible was just a written record document of it.
Yeah.
But the other traditions are far older: Hindu, African,
Yes.
way here, Egyptology, way here before Christianity. The Christians
Sumerian.
just recorded it. Right.
Sumerian.
So it's all the same. All
Every
one and the same.
every religion has similar stories.
Tradition. They are identical.
Yes.
I
Just
mean, it
different
is what
versions,
it is.
different names, different beliefs, but yet the same beliefs.
No, they're all the same beliefs.
Yeah.
They're just different names. It's one and the same.
The
It's all the
divine by
same, you know.
the divine by any other name is still the divine.
That's right. It's one and the same.
When I talk to spirit, I'm not talking to the God of the Bible. I am talking to the creator of everything. I sat and I meditated one night. I actually did that. I sat and I meditated and I saw. I was allowed to see spirit. Most beautiful light there ever was. That is what we are made out of, is light. We are made of, they used to think the smallest thing was electrons. No. What makes up electrons? Photons. What are photons? Light.
It's all light.
This
Well,
tape,
that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean with the energy that we've got going on. You
Yeah.
cannot have fear, because when you have fear, it will lower you.
it'll lower your
And
vibration.
absolutely, and that's the intention. So
Yes.
when you're vibing high, that's not what the evil wants. You don't
Right.
want to feed into the evil. So and you don't want to manifest evil. So, but
No, we don't.
everything's not all love and light. But you don't need to go out there spewing hate. It doesn't work.
Hey, Becky, I see your comment. Let me find my words. My team might be able to help you. But right here isn't the time. So shoot me a message. Let me put my Facebook profile up in here. Hang on one second.
Put your Facebook profile up. Oh, while you're doing that, I'll tell everybody, don't forget, on Wednesday night, which is usually true crime night, it's not going to be true crime night. It's going to be all the Rift hosts Halloween host night.
Right.
So all the hosts of the Rift Nation will be here at 8 p.m. on Wednesday evening for
Yes,
our
we
Halloween special.
We're going to talk about all kinds of stuff.
We're going to do ghost hunting. We're going to do protection. We're going to do readings. We're going to do all kinds of fun stuff for Halloween. It's going to be fun, like a little variety show.
Yes.
Halloween variety show.
Now,
on
do
the
we
Rift
have
Nation.
do we have all the hosts?
I think.
Okay. We'll have the majority of the hosts.
Yeah, I think Howie will pop in and out because he's going to be working. So I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So Becky, shoot me a message. See what I can do. I do help people with that kind of thing. But I am no psychologist. I am not a doctor. All I can do is guide you based on my past experiences, and I have had a hell of a lot of them. But I'll discuss that more with you at a later date if you message me. And Renee on here, she is on my team. We may be able to help you whenever. I'm just going to put this out. Whenever a female messages and asks me for help, I feel more comfortable with having a female member of my team in that conversation.
So that'll help you, Beck.
What's that?
I said that'll help you, Becky.
Yes.
Yeah, so make sure and email him. But that's one thing to keep very strong during all through November when we're going through the end of the Pluto return. We're done. We're there. We're at the precipice now. This
Yeah.
is it. This is the final countdown. This is
It's
it.
happening. We
did it.
look at that, and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I know.
I kick my own butt for reincarnating at this time, going
Oh,
through everything
God.
that I've been through in my life. However, I needed to get to this day.
You won't ever see this in a lifetime again.
I have survived everything I have been through in my life to
Yep.
get to today. I have survived everything. I have grown as a person. I'm
Yep.
proud of myself. I can say that. And I got to say, I picked the most wonderful time to reincarnate on this earth because
I'm tired. I'm tired of it.
I am too, but it's going to end. We have had an opportunity to help raise the vibration of other people,
Yeah.
the planet,
It's very
raise
clear.
the vibration of the universe, which helps raise
Right.
the vibration of spirit. I had an opportunity to help with that, and I am grateful for
Keep
that.
it as high as you can get it between now and say the 15th, because oppositions are not easy. They're the toughest things that we astrologically, that's the energy.
Yeah.
But you pull on the Mars energy for strength. It's the warrior. So you pull on that strength. Just kind of don't let pent up anger go.
No.
If you've got pent up anger between now and then, and I'll tell you that Mercury Uranus opposition we're going to be stepping into is very nervous energy. So people that are like
Anxiety.
Mercury, like Geminis, Virgos, people that have Mercury ruled as a ruler, have a lot of Mercury in their chart, they're going to be like this. Oh my God, I can't, so you're going to have to calm yourself.
Yes. Gail. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but just watch Mercury, Mercury people like I said, Gemini rising, Geminis, Virgos, who else? Virgo rising, a lot of Virgo in your chart, a lot of Gemini in your chart. Mercury rules you.
Yes.
And this will have Mercury people on edge. So just know that if you're feeling a little bit anxious, that's why.
Yeah. Becky, we don't charge. We don't charge. Okay. We don't charge.
So just be aware of that.
Kaysen, who is Jim Newman? Am I pronouncing your name right? Kaysen? Is that correct?
Kaysen,
or is it Kaasen? I butcher names. I apologize.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Anybody that's got Mercury, just be aware. That it'll bother the Mercury people more than the Mars Pluto, because people with Mercury and a lot of Mercury in their charts have a tendency to be in their head a lot and think a lot.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I think that's true of people in general, though.
Yeah. And let's take a quick look at Jesus.
Oh, okay. I think Jesus was probably could have been a Scorpio, more like a Libra.
That's interesting because I am a Scorpio that shows some Libra traits, and Spirit Mechanics have nicknamed me Short Jesus
because of the fact that people have, like scholars have gone back and felt that, when they look at some of the verses, that he was born in either end of September or maybe in the middle of or towards October. But
Yeah,
there's
he wasn't
no
born on
way in December. There's no way.
He was not born on December 25th.
No. So I said, okay, then he's a Libra. I don't think he'd be a Virgo because he wouldn't want to go around touching everybody. There's no way he wouldn't
And
want germs.
I don't think he was a Scorpio because Scorpios don't like the people. Just
And
saying.
Libras like to people though, so he would have been chatty.
Yeah, well, he was,
There you go.
but
Libra.
the message he was sending
Libra.
was not when he said, I am the way to God. He was not saying he is the only way that we can get to heaven. We have to pass through him to get to God. He was telling us that God is inside us. Spirit
Right.
is inside us.
Correct.
We are spirit because when we were created, the evil creator God, the God of the Bible, that nasty over masculine one, that the one God has created by herself, he took bits of light from the actual creator, light, and trapped it in physical bodies. Now, you'll hear stories of man originally having 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 faces. And we got too strong. And so the evil creator God separated us into male and female with 1 face, 2 arms, and 2 legs. And so we are forever trying to come back together with our other part. That's a twin flame story.
Are you making this up?
No, I am not. I'm not. What Jesus was trying to teach us is we are divine. We are spirit. We are creators.
Of course we are.
He was reminding us of what the knowledge that was taken from us so that we can become divine again. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, but you got to know that. You got to do it. You just don't wake up and you have to do it. You got to do the work. I think he was a Libra. I don't think a Virgo would like going around touching people and healing them.
At one time, I heard April. I read something
September. It's September.
I don't know.
It's September.
I'll guarantee you it was not December 20th.
End of September, because something about the sheep or something. That the shepherds don't take their sheep out in the winter or something.
The Romans actually chose December 25th because that was a pagan holiday. So they took that pagan holiday away from the pagans as a control thing.
Well, they were all pagans. That's all, that's all right.
Renee, I squirreled. What was that about?
He's not a Virgo.
Oh, okay.
No, we wouldn't be touching people. Not without hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
He would be like, where's my hand sanitizer?
Gail, I feel you wholeheartedly there because I have dealt with my twin flame lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And I finally had to say this lifetime, I'm done. I am not doing this again. I am moving on. I will meet somebody that I can spend the rest of this lifetime with. And I am not doing this again.
My dad used to say that. And my dad was a Taurus.
Deja vu moment.
My dad used to say that. And my dad didn't believe in any of this. He didn't believe in astrology. He didn't believe, but he was the kindest man that ever walked this earth. And he said, I ain't ever coming back.
Okay, I got you, Carson. I got you. Thank you.
That's so funny. It's just remember all of that, because the next couple of weeks with the oppositions that we're going to be facing and that we're going to be navigating, other people don't think like we do. So other people have a hard time with energy. They don't understand it. You know what I mean? So if people don't understand it, be very patient with them and be kind.
That.
Yeah.
In your conversations.
Be very kind the next couple of weeks, because the energy is just off the cuff. Don't forget, Robert, about the Halloween show Wednesday night with all the Rift hosts. So I'm not going to do true crime. It's just going to be Halloween hosts night.
Us doing our thing.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing, but I do kind of have an idea.
Well, me too. And I think the guests with their comments will probably kind of guide the show with their
Yes.
comments and their questions.
Yes. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Join us because we'll have people, we'll have cards, we'll read, we're going to learn about paranormal stuff. We're going to have
Paranormal, spiritual.
Poetry. We're going to
Poetry.
have all kinds of cool stuff.
Poetry's not my thing, but that's all right.
Well, it would be mine. I can't write it, but I can listen to it.
You know,
I can't write it.
if I wrote a poem, it'll be violets or let's see.
Red.
Yeah. What's the other one? What's blue?
Blue, violets.
Violets are blue.
Roses are red.
Yes. Words are hard. Bacon. That would be my poem.
Yeah, that would be a good poem.
Michelle, hey, your comment. Finally, after 3 years,
Good.
possibly answers. Are you talking about what's the information coming out after the election? Because
There's a lot of anytime we have a new moon in Scorpio, you're going to get answers because that just Scorpio brings stuff out.
Yes, we do. And if you're dealing with a Scorpio, you need to understand.
Don't do it.
let me put something out real quick before we jump off of here.
Okay.
There are different levels to a Scorpio, just like every other sign. But with a Scorpio, base level, the Scorpion, you look at that Scorpio wrong and he will knock your head off. You will get stung. You say the wrong thing to him, you will get stung, either verbally, physically, whatever. Been there. Still wake up in that mood sometimes. I have to redirect myself. I've learned to do that. Good. Then that Scorpio finally gets tired of his own shit. Yeah. And he starts looking at why it is the way it is. But he has to get a little higher. So he turns into the eagle and the dove. So he can fly and look down on himself and watch himself. And then when he realizes, yeah, that's some dumbass stuff. Don't do that anymore. Let's take care of that. Let's set that on fire. And he burns up into ash and rises from the phoenix. You have learned, you have grown. You are destroying yourself while rebirthing yourself.
Typical Scorpio.
A little bit ago with the Hindu gods, did we not?
It's true. And that's Pluto.
So, but a Scorpio can be rather blunt. And to other people, that can be offensive.
Yes.
We're not trying to be offensive.
Right.
It's this. Okay. I use this example all the time. A Scorpio telling their spouse what they did after work. Hey, I went to Walmart and got gas in the truck. Direct, to the point, that is what I did. Other signs will have a 45-minute conversation.
Air signs.
Yes. Not happening. Not happening. This is it. And if you ask us what your issue is, and Becky, be prepared for this. If you ask for help, why is this happening to me? I will tell you why this is happening to you. If you ask what you need to do to rectify this situation, I will tell you what you need to do to rectify this situation. I will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And people...
There's nothing wrong with that. That's called honesty. There's nothing wrong with that.
But combine that with the Aries, and sometimes the tone of my voice, people think I'm yelling and I'm pissed off. I'm not. That's just the way I talk.
With just being impulsive. It just rolls off your tongue. You know, Aries has that, it just rolls off.
Mm-hmm.
Sag is known for being very blunt too. So you got all three. So it just kind of comes out.
Oh, Carson, that is perfect. Carson, that is perfect. I'm not kidding. That is perfect.
Well, that's the energy we're having right now. So you just this is what you have to do. You have to get rid of it by either very positive ways, creative, physical exercise is the best, but don't overdo it. Go just burn it constructively.
I know you may not understand why I love your statement. So I'm gonna try to explain this because I have been there. Multiple times I have been there. There's a thing called the dark night of the soul. And you will come out questioning everything about your life. And it's not a one and done. It can continue, but the more you go through, the easier they get. Again, it's like the Tower card, like the gods destroying everything in front of you. It is so that you can learn about yourself. You can learn about others, make your decisions. And so you can grow and actually find out who you are. You can find out what your true calling is, your north node instead of your south node. Am I correct or am I back?
You're correct.
Okay. What you came into this life with knowledge of is not necessarily what you're supposed to be doing in this life. Your north node is what you came here to do. It took me a long time to figure that out. Mine is healing and teaching, like Jesus.
Service to others.
Yes. And you are in that time of learning, and that makes me happy because you're going to learn about yourself. You're going to stand up. You're going to be strong. And I'm proud of that fact. So keep going.
Keep going.
If you need help with that, like we told Becky, we're here.
And you know what, it really plays off of the energy right now because it's very intense. Scorpio energy is very, very intense. I'm doing physical exercises now. Good. That's a good way to release it.
We're psychic.
That's the only, and just don't hold it in. That's the worst thing you could do right now with this energy is hold it in.
Do not. If you have to go out to a deserted lake or a deserted road, get out of your vehicle and talk to spirit and let that anger out.
Scream.
Vent it. Get it out.
Yep.
But do it in a constructive way.
Yep.
One thing I do, if I'm feeling angry about something, is I'll clean.
Right.
I will clean my home. I will declutter. I will clean. I'll go do yard work. I won't go in the garden if I'm angry because that puts that energy into the vegetables. But I will do yard work. I get it out in constructive ways.
Sure.
I do go out to the lake and I sit on my big granite rock and I talk to spirit. I have chewed spirit's ass before. And the next day, everything was better.
Well, that's a good way to do it, though. You just, if you are going to help other people, you have to heal within yourself first. You have to be done first, or at least on the right road.
You
can't
help
others.
You can't help other people unless you can help yourself first.
That's right. This is the time to do it. This. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
This is the time to get rid of the old and welcome in the new.
Yes. Don't be afraid to tell somebody, hey, I can't help you right now. I'm helping myself.
That's right.
Sorry, but I have to help myself right now. If they have an issue with that, that's their issue.
That's too bad. This is biblical times. I don't know if that's the word. It surely is historical. It is biblical. But we'll get through it. We're there. We're there now.
The word apocalyptic, the apocalypse. In a way, we are there, but it is not the world, actually, the physical world being destroyed. It is the world that we live in, the old structure that is being destroyed to be rebuilt. This is all perfect tonight.
It's great. I mean, it's wonderful. So
that's awesome, Cassie. That works every muscle in your body. That gets your energy points flowing, your chakras flowing. That's awesome.
Good for you. I do too. I clean.
Yeah, clean.
And then it looks good. I feel good when it's done.
Thank you, Denise.
Well, everybody have a great week and stop in and see us on Wednesday at
Yes.
8.
Yes, we will be here.
Well,
We'll
I'm out. So you guys, I'll see you on Wednesday. Keithy, I'll see you Wednesday at 8 too. Everybody have a safe
good.
couple of weeks. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. The election will be over. It'll be won't it?
I believe so.
Yeah. So get that out of here and everybody just take it easy and stay focused. Bye. Have a good one.
See you later.
Night, hun.
Night. Yeah, we got a little political on this one, but we kind of needed to with the astrology. It all matches up. Trying to pop my thumb, it ain't working. That's all right. Oh, there we go. Got it. Energy points. We need to let things flow. I've said it before. I'll say it again. We need to let things flow right now. If something is happening in your life and you try to block it from happening, that is going to backfire on you and cause more chaos. You lose your job. Okay, admit to yourself it's a shit day. But have you been looking for a new job? Have you been wanting a new job? Spirit hears that. If that's the case, new moon, ask for that new job, but in a constructive way. Be specific. I want to find a new job that I can support myself better and easier while still holding my current job. Be specific. Because talking to spirit, they're on a different level. It's kind of like talking to a 6-year-old, and I mean no disrespect. 6-year-old, I want a cookie. There it is. I want a new job. Well, you're in that one. Boom, you're fired. Go find a new one. That's the way the universe works. Same way with wanting a new car. Spirit tells you to go right. When you need to go left, you go left. Boom. Now you have to have a new car. Let things flow. If you're having a not good day, I try not to say bad days anymore. If you're having a day, sit down, admit to yourself, okay, this is a shit day. Why is this a shit day? Because this happened. Okay, why did this happen? Because of this, okay? Understand that. Work through it. What's the real reason why this happened? Maybe because I've been wanting in my subconscious that I've been asking for subconsciously. Be specific in your intentions on the new moon when you set your intentions. New moon is when you ask for new things to come into your life. But in order for new things to come into your life, you have to release the old things that no longer serve you. The old people that no longer serve you. I don't mean serve you like bring you coffee. I mean the people that are in your life that you interact with. Some of those people may not be good and spirit removes them. Let's make some room for a better person to come into your life. Your wife or your husband leaves you. Well, shit. Okay, let's look at this so I can heal from it instead of jumping right back into another relationship. Why'd that happen? Did I have something to do with that? Well, shit, yes, I did. Let's learn from that so I don't repeat that process. Repeating cycles. Scorpio season is a time when repeating cycles will be brought up, and here you need to look at that. The friend book has today. Ah, yeah, I remember that person. Being positive isn't all sunshine, rainbows, run around, frolicking in the field, jumping and smiling and laughing. Sometimes being positive is simply saying, okay, I'm having a shit day today, but tomorrow's a new day. I get to start again. I get to start over and see if I can figure out how to make it a better day. That's being positive. It's admitting that, okay, this is happening. If you deny it's happening, the universe is going to hand you something else to verify that, yes, this is happening. This is what you asked for. Here you go. Why are you fighting it? So I'll figure out a way that you don't fight it anymore. You have to accept it. After all, you did ask for it. I am flowing, growing, and going to some really new levels. Some may choose to get on the ugly little bus and grow with me. Others will just stand at the stop and wonder where the hell did she go, that right there. And, you know, I can actually say that myself, but I'm not going to. Because every day is a lesson for me. Every day something happens to where I can either choose, notice how I put that, I can choose to let it be a bad day, or I can use it as a learning experience and make it a good day. I can transmute that energy. I got to do it every day at work. If I let everything at work get to me, I would be the most miserable person in the world. I refuse to let myself do that. Case in point, my house. I'm rebuilding my home from a fire, and I haven't had doors in 2.5 years because they need to be refinished because the toxic smoke got embedded in the paint. I've been building and not refinishing. Well, I finally decided, you know what? It's time. I want a bathroom door. So I took time to do the door jamb that I thought went with the door. Okay, thought. And then I did the door. And over the weekend, that was my project, to put up my bathroom door. So I get the door jamb put in, I get the hinges put on, and I go to put the door on the hinges, and the hinge is off that much. Now the door side hinge is where they're supposed to, because there's indentions and screw holes, and so are the hinges on the door jamb, because there's screw holes. And so I go looking through my door jambs and doors, and sure enough, I picked the wrong door jamb for the door. So I got to spend more time and effort in scraping, heating up with a heat gun and scraping all that old paint off, all that old damaged paint. I had to heat it up in order to get it off. Sometimes in our lives, a day will get heated up to where we have to let things out in order to get rid of it. But eventually, because I didn't give up, I now have a bathroom door that hangs correctly, shuts correctly, and I'm happy about that. It's not refinished totally. I didn't stain it, didn't seal it, but it's there. It's wood, it's good, and I did it. I've only got 6 or 8 more to go, but that's a good winter project. So if you look at it as a learning experience, if I would have taken a little bit more time to verify that I had the right jamb for the right door, I could have got a lot more done, but I needed that lesson. Like they say, measure twice, cut once. Verify what you're doing with what you have available is what you're supposed to be doing with what you have available. It goes the same for life lessons. Life is handing you this. Okay, if you combine this with this, it might not work out. But if you combine this with this, you may have an easier time. Just like they say, all roads lead to the same place. Well, this one might be a shortcut through the tunnel in the mountain. This one might be you have to climb over the mountain. Which way are you going to learn more? You're going to learn more climbing over that mountain. Here's a shortcut. Or do you want to do the work? I'd rather do the work and learn about the experience. Yeah, I got to go to you, Gail. Hang on. Get this up here so I can actually read it. Seems like the universe is trying to teach me something for years now. I don't know what that is. You're probably your life purpose. That's why I hit on that earlier, with the south node and the north node of the moon. I went through dark nights of the soul. I spent 6 months so depressed on my couch. I'll be honest, there were times I thought about checking out. But then I realized, Spirit whispered in my ear, all the pain and suffering I was going through, I would have transferred to my kids, my friends, my family, my coworkers. I couldn't do that to them. So I manned up, I stood up, and I got busy. I started learning about myself. And that's what saved me. And I asked Spirit to help me figure out what my purpose was. And then I had an opportunity to go help on a dead files case in Florida. And one of the other spirit mechanics, who I shared a room with, said, you need to do Reiki healing, energy healing. I'm like, I can't do that. She's like, yes, you can. Here, study this. So I studied it. And I am now second level. I need to finish my master's, but I have helped some people with that. I can actually do that. And that helped me learn what my purpose was. I sat back and I looked at everything I've been through and what it taught me. No matter what side of whatever relationship situation you're on, I've been on. So I can understand and honestly say, I know where you are. I know how that makes you feel because I've been there. I can honestly say that. That's a gift from Spirit. I used to think it was a curse. No, it's a gift. Spirit gave me knowledge. Did I go through hell getting it? Yeah, I did. But that's all right. Because now I can help other people not go through hell as long. So ask Spirit, why am I here? What's my purpose? Can you help me figure this out? Now, there may be some things that happen when you ask that question, but accept it, let it flow. You'll get it figured out. You will. All right, night, Lois. Yeah, don't do it, Carson. That is the only way to totally fail. That is the only way to totally fail. Because then you're going to have to come back and do this all over again. Stick through it. If you need help, need somebody to talk to, like I told the other people, it's what I do. I don't have a lot of time, but I do have some time. I can make some time for that. I've been there. It sucks, but it's something we need to go through. So we are allowed to make our own decision. That song, do I stay or do I go now? Yeah, I stayed. I'm glad I did. I really am. Because if I wouldn't have, a lot of other people wouldn't be here right now. I've helped them through things. I've helped them with paranormal activity to where they can regain their life. That's what I do. When I can. I got to specify when I can. I do have a 3D life with a job and rebuilding a home and pets and a garden and a yard, and life takes over sometimes. Life happens. And sometimes things happen in my life that I have to take a step back and say, okay, I need to take some time for myself. I need to crawl into my Scorpio cave, roll the rock in front of it, and sit in my dark. That is where I find my light, is by sitting in my dark. Some people don't understand how I can so comfortably sit in my dark. It's because that's where I find my light. That's where I finally find that little light that's going to get me through. When I had the house fire, I lost everything. But did I? No, I gained an entire open space inside my block home that I could totally rebuild everything new. And I started with the foundation, and that's how I rebuilt my life. I started with the foundation, the building blocks. So maybe looking at what your foundation has went through, what built your foundation, and what do you need to rebuild your foundation? What do you need to do to rebuild your foundation so that you can be a happier person? What do you need to let go? It's asking the tough questions. It's looking in the mirror at yourself and saying, okay, who have I been? Am I happy with the person that I am? Why am I happy with this person, or why am I not happy with this person? But be honest with yourself. I was an asshole. I didn't like myself when I looked in that mirror. So I made the choice to change. I made the choice to learn about myself, to learn about my past, and admit it and accept it and not be that person anymore. So I am slowly becoming the person that I was supposed to be instead of the person that I became. And that's a difficult journey. Anybody that's going through that, I commend you. I do. I commend the hell out of you. You're welcome, Michelle, and thank you. So on that note, you're welcome, man. Like I said, I help where I can. And Renee as well. I don't know if she's still on here too, but some of my other team members, this is what we do when we can. You know, we've all got our own life to deal with, but we try to help others when we can. And this show, this is one way that I try to help others, me and Joni. She does the astrology, I do the spirituality. I'm trying to learn astrology. It's difficult for me to learn because of my TBI. Repetition is my friend. So the more I hear something, the more I read something, it takes me longer to learn about things and retain it. I have a reading comprehension issue where I can read the same paragraph 5 times and still not being able to tell you what it says, even though I kind of have an idea of what it says. It's difficult. The wound is where the light enters you. That. When you get a broken heart, you get cracks in that heart. How does new light come in through those cracks? If you didn't have those cracks, you wouldn't learn how to prevent future cracks, aka learning about yourself and admitting that maybe you need some change to change some things. Then again, you know, other people need to change things too, but we can't make other people change. We can't make other people accept our help. They have to want it. If you try to make somebody change, if you try to help somebody when they don't want to help, you will become the villain. They will become the victim and you will become the villain. So if you offer help and they say no, okay, cool. If they ask for help later, okay, what's your intention? What are you looking for? Are you looking for somebody to vent to? Are you looking for advice? Are you wanting me to help you with the situation? What is your intention? Because you need to understand what their intention is in order to help them properly. So on that note, I got a couple things I got to get done tonight before I go to bed for work tomorrow. And thank you all for joining us. If you'd like, there is a QR code up there. If you want to buy us coffee, that'd be awesome. Like coffee. Go check out the Riff Nation Network on Facebook. We got a lot of nifty shows. And like Joni said, a lot of the hosts are going to be on the Wednesday show. I think it's at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. Some of this stuff, paranormal, maybe cryptid, poetry. We're all kinds, all subjects. Appreciate you too. I appreciate everyone here that is watching and listening. This helps me as well. This helps me verify that I made it to today. And hopefully I got to help somebody else. And that makes that out of my day. That makes me smile. So, on that note, we'll see you next time.